thanks I know Karen and Danya, this is such a time of no sleep. For my mom also, a time of very, very little sleep. And I appreciate you especially made this well, there's going to be maybe a bigger gathering, but a small gathering now so that I could be here, so thanks everybody.
Beautiful.
And
Thank you.
And Carrie and I are like Aharon and Cohen. We like ceremony. And Danya is like Moshe. He's a man of truth. He's not into the ceremony. So I appreciate Danya for allowing me to like, do the ceremonial thing. So thanks, Danya.
Of course. You want to sit next to Danya? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And I think there's an order of center of the evening.
All right. Tell us about
The center is first Danya explains how we chose the dvar torah that you gave.
All right. So I just want to say a few words about the name. I'm not big on dvar torahs, but especially with the rabbi here.
So far, it's great.
But basically, we it's hard to choose a name,
Well, first we have to choose a language. We got Russian. There were Russian names we liked. We have Hebrew names, modern Israeli names, old biblical names. Then we have Yiddish. We loved a lot of Yiddish names. Then there's Afrikaans. And my parents were just in Italy, so there's a lot of names. And
right.
We started by choosing a language, and we felt that Yiddish name would be the best language for our little
Karen is very much into the Israeli names, Tiferet and Matana and Nimrod and whatever it is.
What? Nimrod? Ma'ayan, like modern names, and Danya said.
But so we didn't think we would ever find a name, but somehow we both just loved Razel from the very first moment that we thought of the name, and I don't know how we even thought of the name. So we need a reason after that name came to us.
Yeah, the name just came to us. There's definitely, the name came to us before any meaning came to us.
So then we needed a reason. So Razel means two things. First it means a rose, and which is very beautiful, and that's the first thing it means in Yiddish. And in Hebrew, it comes from the word raz for secret or mystery, and El for Hashem. So Hashem's secret, and we thought that was very good, because what could be more mysterious and amazing than a human being developing out of nothing into somebody who gives the Torahs.
Willing.
Right?
There's some time.
Right.
And so that was good. We had a little bit of an explanation. And then I was just learning Gemara, and came across a random Gemara in Masechet Shabbos that was about the word raz, which is kind of an unusual word to have a Gemara about. I mean, I don't know, and I just happened to be learning it about a week before she was born. And the Gemara is about is about Naseh v'Nishma, right? So the famous line that the Jewish people said, we will do, and we will hear later, right? So the Jewish people said we will be devoted to Hashem even before we learn anything about Him, right? Even before we receive the Torah, we're dedicating ourselves to it. And the Gemara says that this was the secret of how the angels are devoted to Hashem. Naseh v'Nishma. But the only thing that I know about the angels is that they don't have any choice, right? They don't have free will. So they're devoted single-handedly to the idea to Hashem. They don't have any kind of second thoughts about it, right? They're completely devoted, and why? And because of Naseh v'Nishma, they're devoted to the essence of Hashem rather than to any attributes, right? So their love, their dedication is not predicated upon
God is a merciful God, therefore we love him.
about attributes or commandments or whatever it is. So I thought that was really interesting, because the parallel just jumped out at me, is that this is exactly how parents love their children, right? We felt just bonded with Razel well before she was born. Months before, we knew what she was going to look like or what she was going to act like, or we still don't know how she's going to turn out. God willing, well, but it doesn't matter because we're just in love with just her.
The whole essence of the angels serving God is based on dedication. Like their whole dedication is based on dedication, and it's the same with a child.
Right. So that's the Ras. That's the mystery of how of love of a parent to a child, and we just feel so happy that we've discovered that and are experiencing that. So.
Beautiful.
And then Nina's name was Nina Rose, and it's very special to us that the name Razel just came to us. It just came to us with no.
No reason.
No.
It just came to us and we fell in love with it. But then, as it started to feel more and more right. A week before she was born, we were reminded that her name was Nina Rose, and it just felt even more.
The Hebrew name was pretty close to it.
Yeah.
What was Nina's Hebrew name? Nechama.
Yeah, but she was actually named with your dad, Rachel. We named her that Rachel. Very close to that.
Yeah. And it's amazing how it turned out, because two people who were so special to Karen was Nina and it was Robin Berman also, whose name turned out to be Razel. We had no idea that.
Really?
Her name is Razel.
Is it?
And she saved Karen. So
My mother's name is Rachel.
it's just amazing.
I think that in Yiddish, the rabbi was telling me there's just variations of how that's pronounced.
Mm-hmm.
So with Nina, it was just
Yeah, it's really good. It's really special.
And
and then
also,
she chose eventually to use Nechama because we weren't sure how to pronounce because
Is it Rizel or?
it started to sound more like
It started to sound
Russia,
more like Russia,
Russia,
which actually has
probably.
a different meaning to
which had a different meaning, and I wasn't sophisticated enough in Yiddish to figure it all out. And the rabbi actually told me a few weeks ago that it was more like Rachel.
But very sweet. Thank you so much, you guys. Very
It was
sweet.
so natural,
Beautiful.
so natural. I wrote it.
Yeah.
And
That's
you
the story.
you had us at good evening.
and then